When he was 9, his father was poisoned by a rival tribe. Days later, his own people abandoned him. His mother, his siblings, left on the frozen steppe with nothing. No food, no protection, no clan. They survived by eating roots and wild berries for years. His birth name was Temujin, but the world would remember him by a different title. A title that means universal ruler. The ancient Stoics had a concept for this, Amor Fati, the love of fate. The radical choice to treat adversity not as a curse, but as a mandate. No one in history lived Amor Fati more completely than the boy on that steppe, the boy they abandoned, the boy who built the largest land empire in human history. The steppe did not break Temujin. It made him. He learned to read people the way he read the landscape, with total attention, no wishful thinking, pure assessment. He was captured by a rival clan and enslaved. He escaped. He was betrayed by his blood brother, Genghis. He continued. He built alliances through the most unusual currency on the steppe, loyalty. He did not offer territory, he offered fidelity. To his followers, I will never abandon you the way the tribe abandoned me. To his enemies, surrender and become part of what we are building, or do not surrender. He unified the Mongol tribes, something that had not been done in 300 years. He did it not through fear alone, but through a system that rewarded merit over bloodline, something revolutionary in the feudal world. The Stoics would recognize the pattern immediately. Every loss was converted. The abandonment became self-reliance. The slavery became a lesson in what chains feel like, so that the chains could be recognized and refused forever after. The betrayal became a masterclass in the construction of genuine loyalty. He took nothing personally because he took everything practically.
Genghis Khan built the largest contiguous land empire in history. At its height, 12 million square miles, more than a quarter of the world's land surface. But what the history books often miss is how he governed what he conquered. He abolished torture. He established universal religious freedom centuries before the concept existed in Western political thought. He created the Yam postal system, the first international postal network. He protected merchants and trade across the Silk Road. He promoted based on merit, not birthline. The boy who was abandoned for having nothing built a system specifically designed to ensure that having nothing was not destiny. The Stoics spent their entire tradition arguing for the governance of self and society according to virtue rather than circumstance. Temujin never read Epictetus, but he lived in the house that Epictetus described. Marcus Aurelius governed the Roman Empire with the same principles. Rule justly, promote merit, protect the vulnerable, govern yourself first. Two men, two empires, the same philosophy. Neither one inherited it from the other, because true things are always found independently by anyone who looks at reality without self-deception.
Here is what Amor Fati is not. It is not pretending the bad things don't hurt. It is not spiritual bypass, the idea that if you just accept everything, nothing matters. It is not passivity. Here is what Amor Fati is: the radical refusal to waste any energy wishing things were different,
and the equally radical commitment to making everything that happens into the material for what comes next. Temujin did not love being abandoned. He did not love being enslaved. He did not love being betrayed. He refused to be stopped by any of it. He turned all of it into fuel. He turned all of it into curriculum. He turned all of it into architecture. By the time he became Genghis Khan, he was not the man the steppe tried to break. He was the man the steppe made. There is a difference, and the difference is Amor Fati. What is the steppe in your life right now? What is the abandonment that is actually the beginning of the education? What is the slavery that is teaching you what chains feel like, so you can build a world where those chains cannot reach? The Mongols had a word for the transformative difficulty that precedes mastery. Temujin would recognize it. The Stoics would recognize it. You should recognize it too. Because whatever is most difficult right now is the most important thing that has ever happened to you. If, and this is the only condition, you use it.
Genghis Khan died in 1227. He asked to be buried in an unmarked grave. He requested that no monument be built. His tomb has never been found. The man who built the largest empire in history did not want a monument. He wanted to be returned to the steppe that made him, the steppe that abandoned him, the steppe he converted into a throne. This is not irony. This is the final act of Amor Fati, returning to the thing that tested you without needing to leave a mark that proves you survived it. You survived it. The proof is not in the monument. The proof is in the life. Subscribe. Next video, Sun Tzu, the philosopher who understood war so completely that he became the teacher of every warrior who came after him, including Genghis Khan.